Good evening. This is the Duke of Fremont Street in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the United States of America. Today is Saturday, July 9th, 2022. As always, before beginning my short video, I would like to take this opportunity to drink a toast to you in appreciation of you giving me your time. Salute. Exhilarating. Well, today is a nice Saturday evening here in Las Vegas. Earlier, I was actually downtown on Fremont Street. I was duking around for a bit, and needless to say, it was quite a warm afternoon. But I always enjoy myself just meandering around and checking the whole scene out. And I had an enjoyable evening. Well, as you're well aware, the precious metal market is closed here in the United States and abroad. So we have to wait until tomorrow afternoon, Sunday, for the markets to open up in Asia. Yesterday was a somewhat lackluster day. It was almost a non-event for gold, silver, and everything else. Gold closed at the $1,742.60 bid by $1,743.60 ask, up $2.80 or a mere 0.16%. Silver also closed up at 1930 bid by 1940 ask, a change of plus 9 cents or 0.49%. Recently in the paper market, both silver and gold have dropped significantly. I personally was very surprised at this dip. Probably more than anybody I know. I'm more surprised than anybody I know, because I was so, and still am, so bullish on the precious metals. In the last few days, I received calls from concerned investors, associates, and friends from all over the United States expressing their concern and their how they were so baffled with what's going on in the world today. One of the things they all have asked me is what's driving this collapse? Why are the metals not performing the way they should? They feel that, and so do I, that it's not a logical thing or occurrence. As you know, the stock market is way, way down. The bond market is a mess. Real estate is teeter-tottering and may have reached its peak, so that's one we really need to keep an eye on. Personally, I feel like everything that goes up must come down, so real estate is a tricky one. Commercial real estate is dead. The residential, everybody always needs a home, so we'll see. The cryptos, they've literally fell apart. Interest rates look like they're going up once again. So in this world of uncertainty and unpredictability and unimaginable events taking place, we may be even on the verge of World War III in this European theater. And now we just had the assassination of the former leader of Japan, which was a tragedy, an absolute tragedy. Sri Lanka, from what I understand from seeing on the news, we're not getting it on our mainstream media. Apparently, they've run the leader of that country off and stormed his personal palace, and are frolicking in his pool and so forth. So that's an absolute mess. I heard some sort of also statement there about Africa maybe going into another conflict, the Congo, and I can't remember, it's either Rwanda or Uganda. I think it's Rwanda, or having some border issues, as always. So we're living in very troubling and uncertain times. The conclusion one would draw would be that the metals would, be on fire right now. However, the metals seem to be dying on the vine. And the question that everybody is asking me, because they feel that since I've been around for so many decades, what's the explanation? Why? My answer is, who knows? There's various opinions out there of what's going on. I feel that it's an illogical conclusion to what's going on in the world, and believe that metals will ultimately thrive and recover. And when they do, the sky's the limit. I don't think we're just going to recover. I think we're going to the moon. As a purveyor of precious metals over the past 5+ decades, I've experienced many, many bull markets and bear markets with the precious metals. In all those years, one thing I've learned for certain over my many experiences in purveying is that when the market is severely depressed, like now, the action halts, absolutely shuts down. It's like everybody's got a closed sign on their front door. No one wants to sell, understandably, at this lower price, which is predictable. What is not as predictable, and for whatever reason is not as understandable, is the lack of buyers. You would think that with the prices being depressed the way they are recently, that the buyers would be lined up for product. They aren't, as far as I'm concerned. As for the ones I know aren't. The buyers are few and far between. I've also learned that the more the dramatic the downturn, the more people will shy away from buying, which in my opinion is totally illogical. Perhaps a little greed is taking over, and people, they smell blood in the water and they feel, why would I buy at these low prices? And when the market will be moving even lower. In response to this, as a purveyor, I've actually cut my prices drastically, in some cases 20-25%. And I've also lowered my premiums to almost pre-pandemic days. And this actually hasn't made a difference at all. The few buyers that I have had, I really appreciate your fine business. But generally speaking, my phone is not ringing, which I find very predictable, but very illogical. Once the metals start moving north, my phone will be ringing off the hook. I'm certain of it. Customers will be anxious to to get in the game. They'll be afraid they're going to miss the move, and they'll want to put their position in before it's too late. We'll see. Time will tell on all of this. In the meantime, I really wanted to say hi to you all this evening and welcome you new viewers, and I would appreciate you subscribing to my channel. And for all the loyalty, I thank you guys, and all the shares. And in particular, I love your comments. I have some stacked up right now, which I vow to answer. I have questions and I have comments, and I try to respond to every one of them. So perhaps, if not today, tomorrow, or sometime soon, I will get around to responding, because I really appreciate you all taking the time to put in writing what your thoughts are. Your suggestions, incidentally, are always appreciated on topics with the precious metals. Well, please allow me to drink a toast to you one more time. And I would like to drink to your wealth, and to your health, and to your happiness. Salute. Well, if you get in Vegas, please feel free to give me a call, and perhaps we'll meet in person at that time and do a little business, either buying, selling, or as a Missouri mule, horse trading. Well, until we meet again, stay happy and well. So long.